Okay, I think it's okay. Yes. Hello, guys. Hello, YouTube. I'm Michelle. I'm here on Saturdays because I need to improve my English and help others to improve the language too. I hope my immersion help you with your challenges of the language. And I would like that Marcos introduce yourself for us.
Yes, it's a pleasure is here. My name is Marcos. I'm 18 years old. I'm married. I have a daughter and a dog. I live now in Uganda. I'm a civil engineer and I work with the procurement, supply chain. And I'm here to improve my English because English is very important, and I live in a country that speaks English. That is it.
Thank you, Marcos. What about you, Tatiana?
Hi guys, my name is Tatiana. I'm 39 years old. I live in Vitória, Espírito Santo. I am engineer. I work in the oil and gas sector with new projects, and I love running. I love swimming. I stay here in TALKNTALK because I need to improve my skills in English, because now I have meetings in English every week, and I think it's this little things about me. And I stay very curious, Marcos, about your life in Uganda, because it's so different.
Me too.
Yeah, it's so different. Different. Sometimes I don't believe that I'm here, but I'm here 6 months in Uganda.
You work in a civil area, engineer area.
Yeah, my company is it's a big company that is a many areas. One this area is construction. My company is Portuguese. But I work in Uganda, but I live in Portugal.
Oh, so different.
Yeah, I worked in Portugal for 4 years, and I applied internal in my company to another marketing, and thanks God I approved, and in January I moved to Uganda, and construction. We construction so many uh, I forgot obra in English in Uganda.
Great. But you work in a supply chain area. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. How as a many I forgot the obra projects in Uganda. So there is a area procurement, and I belong at this area, and I am a focal point in in of this project, focal point
Great.
of procurement.
Great. I worked in a supply chain area too. I work nowadays. And I like so much because I learned so much about everything. Nowadays, I work with oil and gas, and I remember Katiana work too, and it's totally different. The product is the way of transportation, the companies, the everything. It's very, very big.
It's
and
totally,
large.
yes, it's totally different. Oil and gas, it's totally different. It's everything, it's bigger in oil and gas.
Exactly. And I'm used to transportation full containers. And nowadays I need to analyze each cargo, each product, its dimensions. But I'm very excited about to learn more of this area, because I think oil and gas move the world literally. Of course, there's other areas, but all the world needs to energy, and it came from oil and gas and other energy. But I think it's mainly, I don't know, in this Brazil nowadays, it's the things happen more. I don't know, the market is, it's more, forgot the name, warmer. I don't know, nowadays, or especially Rio de Janeiro, because Rio de Janeiro, it's a point nowadays of the oil and gas, but I don't know if the market it's growing and growing in these years.
I think I have a tip for this. I think it's because the oil and gas, this kind of energy have a space for 10, maybe 15 years for use, because probably in the future we use other forms of energy, like hydrogen, biomassa, and other kinds of energy, because the oil and gas is based on carbon and carbon, and I think in the future the country is looking for the clear other forms of energy. For example, when you compare with Norway, the Norway now, it's not the base of the Norway, it's not based on the oil and gas. There we use other forms of energy. I think in the future the world have this kind of movement, and the time for explore oil and gas, it's now, because a matriz energética it's change, está se movimentando e mudando nesses anos.
Yes, I agree with you, Katiana. So that's interesting to hear about our jobs and our lives, because it's different, very different than my life. For example, Marcos live in another country. It's another different country. It's not a normal destination. I don't know, but it's very. I'm grateful to be here. So, guys, let's.
I have a doubt.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No
Katiana, and the Finnish, imagine the Finnish, the country chose it to change the energy matrix, and you have to update your concepts, your degree. How will you do?
In my area, for example?
Yeah, oil gas.
I think, for example, I think in the future the company is looking for the clear, uma energia mais limpa. And for example, I see the movement for because I work with projects, and now we see the movement for use the energy of the waves in the sea, as ondas do mar. I see the movement like wind, o vento, the farm winds. No, it's so different about hydrogen. In the future, I think the hydrogen it's one other kind of energy in the world. I think it's after the war in Ukraine, everyone see about the risk about oil and gas base. O mundo está baseado em óleo e gás, e a guerra da Ucrânia mostrou para a gente tão perigoso é isso, né? A Europa inteira dependia do gás russo. And now I see this kind of movement. We see many different initiatives in Brazil and around the world. Now I study in I have a MBA in eficiência energética, energetic efficient, because I see this kind of movement. It's bigger. It's not possible to stop this kind of movement. I understand the oil and gas. It's used for more than 15 years, but during these months, I think everyone opened the eyes for other kinds of energy. I think it's so interesting now.
Yes, and Katiana, I think it's connected with a plan of career, because you're looking for the future and preparing your professional skills to deal with this change. It is very important to think about your market, your future of your market, and to improve the skills as well. I take note about this, because I think it's important for me to understand how type of logistics of these new types of energy, and I think it's important to study and prepare for this. Sorry, what's your opinion about this? About see the new opportunities, or the risks of your profession, and to work with this?
The question's for me, Michelle, or for Marcos?
Yes.
For me?
Yeah.
I think I believe in the word is the movement in the world. It's very fast now. The professions, you need to learn more every day about one new topic. When I finished my graduate 16 years ago, the world is totally different than in the engineer area when I compare with this time or the engineer now. And I think if you don't movement and you don't see the movement in your area, you're lost the good opportunities in your life. For example, I'm a safety and health engineer, and for example, the factories in Brazil, it's very old, and the old factories in Brazil, it's closed because it's so expensive for you adaptar a legislação brasileira, the law in Brazil. And in the past, 4 years ago, the factory where I work, it's closed because it's so expensive to maintain this factory. And open a big factory in Duque de Caxias, and you don't use more people in the process because everything is with machines and use programação and other things. And I see, oh, it's very necessary to understand more about programming in engineer. And after this, I learn more about Python, Power BI, and other things, because it's so important. The engineer now, it's not possible for I see the engineers, one engineer in 10 years, and this engineer don't use Python, Power BI, programming, and the things, because it's very fast. There's this kind of movement. It's very fast.
Yes.
And I changed my mind after these things, because it's necessary. Everyone learn a new thing every day, because in the future, if you don't use technology, the technology, it's I think vai engolir todo mundo.
Yeah.
Chat GPT tá aí para isso, para mostrar, né?
Yes, yes.
Tenso.
I totally agree with you, Katiana. And you, Marcos, what do you think about to looking for the changes of your professional area?
I agree with Tatiana. For example, when I arrived in Portugal, I didn't know anyone, so I started my job in a factory, and the factory, the work was selective collection from garbage, separação de lixo, and I put my hands to separate plastic, glass, and when I arrived, so that there are too many machines to do this. In the near future, these people that work with, for example, selective collection, will be fired. Will substitute for machines.
Yes.
I'm worried for the future, for the jobs. Many people don't in the close future will be fired. Don't have jobs for everything because of the machines.
Yes. Katiana told about an important topic. This is technology. In my career plan, I put that I needed to understand about programmation. I don't know, Python, Power BI, and other languages of programmation language. I don't know very well, because I need, it's very important to understand of the world of this perspective of and adapt myself to the technology, because in the future, not in the nowadays, we use a lot of technology, and the world can stop for me prepare to have a better opportunities. Então, so I'm looking for what what skills I need to improve, and now in the long time, medium time, and I try to follow my plan. For example, nowadays, my mainly goal is to speak in English. But after this challenge, I go to other thing. You have a plan of a career plan. You think about new courses or new skills that you need to improve, Marcos.
Yes, my career was stopped a long time in Brazil. I didn't have a job in the time, so I needed to move to Portugal in 2019. So my career start again. So about the plans, I have a plans in Portugal. I did the post-graduation in safety and health too. I like this area, but my goal, totally goal, challenge is to learn English, to be fluent in English. So in this moment, I stopped everything. I want to continue in safety health, and or I want to do a new post graduation in supply chain too. I like, but only I am safety to learn to speak English fluent. So my big goal is fluent in English now.
Yeah, yes. My goal is to speak English too. I think it's the base for to be better, to have better opportunities, and to study in other countries. It's a good plan, I think. I follow this plan too.
Michelle, in Europe, English is the same in Portuguese for national citizens. For example, in Portugal, for the people that they have our age, Portuguese and English is the same language. Different in Portugal, in Europe, is another language. France, German, it's a different. So my goals is English, the same in Portuguese, and I expect that in the future I learn another language, French, because I like to work in Africa, and the countries in Africa speak a lot French, too much French.
That's interesting. That is interesting. What about you, Katiana? What's your plans in a short period for your career?
I think I'm looking for the positions abroad, because when you compare how you learn, quando você recebe em reais, em euros or in dollars, I think when you work abroad, you receive more, no? And I have a big experience in different sectors, and in the future, I I I looking for the positions working for other countries in Europe, in USA. Uh, I see this, and I movement my life for these things. I study more English because of it's necessary you speak very well in English in these positions, and it's necessary. And in the future, I probably in the next year I study Spanish. I start to study Spanish because. I think a second, third language, it's important because I stay in the South America. But I think for in the fourth future, I finish my this MBA in energia eficiência energética, and I looking for. And I see the other big area for work, it's about the emissions, carbon emissions. And I study more about this, and I looking for the projects where it's possible avoid the carbon emissions, emissões de carbono. You have a lot of new projects in the oil and gas with this kind of technology.
Great, great. That's it. Guys, you are a specialist in career plan. I think it's a good way to learn because people with this vision I don't know, got your goals because they have the vision and work. It's more easier, I think, to achieve your goals if you have a vision of your goals, of your life. And it's very important to think about it. The life is very busy for everybody, but if you don't think about what you want, I don't know, you just work and survive, you know, your dreams. It's not possible to achieve. Do you agree with me, Marcos, about this?
Sorry, I don't understand because in the office that I am, there is a big noise because there is now a fumigation medicine without against
No, don't
cockroach.
worry.
Can you repeat, please?
Yes, I talk about it. It's important to talk with people that have a vision of your life, your or career, and it is important to have this vision in order to achieve your goals. Because when you don't have the vision, you just work and survive. You not try to achieve your goals. You don't know about what your goals that I am achieving. It's better to live and talk with people that have a vision of the life.
Okay. I talk about it always with my wife, my father, and I ask advice, and I share with my goals with them, and I don't know if there is that is the topic. My many times I have I think that I'm not in the way from the goals in my mind, but how you said, another people, with my wife example, it's analyze and no, you in the way, continue. And I think it's important to share your goals, your challenge with the other people. Yes.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I agree with you. And talking about that, I brought a question about if you have a mentor or someone who can help you achieve your goals. Marcus said about your wife, your father. And what about you, Katiana? You have a mentor or someone help to achieve your goals, to analyze your career? I don't know.
I now I share my plans with my husband because I think it's so important. My husband understand for the for my understand my plans and my goals, because when you married, I think it's so important share about this kind of things with with your husband and with my family now, because now I share this opinion with my husband, with my father and my mother sometimes. And but I'm not today. I'm not. I don't have more a mentor, because, but in the past I remember when I'm student in the in the in UFRJ a long time ago. I have eu tinha orientador. It's Paulo Cassino, the name of this man. I think now Paulo Cassino almost 80 years, I think 80 anos, 85 probably now, this man have. And in that time, esse meu orientador falava, se você tem cartucho na espingarda, você tem que saber mirar. And this phrase stay with me in this time in the engineer, because I think you need to see your future in 15 years, in 10 years, and you need to understand the movement about the mercado, about the market, where you stay. And I don't have mentor, but I remember this phrase in my mind every time. And this man said for me, don't stop for anything. Stood every day. I remember this phrase in my mind. In that time, I'm a student. Eu era estudante, bolsista de iniciação científica. And I remember this for my life. And I use this thing with my daughter every day, because I think it's so important. Have a plans and follow these plans and do everything for the things happen.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Katiana. Nowadays, I don't have a mentor, a specific mentor, but I follow some people that I like so much to read about my area or about career. I think it's very important to hear the experience of other people, and considering the opinion of other persons too, especially the the husband or wife or our family, because sometimes these people see things that we don't see about your behavior or your, I don't know, emotions. Sometimes I talk about my mother. Mother, I will start something, and she looks for me, and with time, you don't have time for do nothing. Finish your graduation, and you need to pause it. You need to relax. Sometimes it's important to hear these things from other people, because I don't know about you, but I forget about I needed to relax. I needed to live my life too. I don't know if you agree with me, Katiana and Marcos, but sometimes it's important to have people to remember the simple things.
Yes, I think the simple things, it's so important for listening these things from other people, no? Because I think sometimes you when you have a relationship with father, mother, and these people have experience, and it's so important list about this experience.
Yes, I agree with you.
I
Experiences.
agree too. Whatever action that I will do, I talk with my father and my wife. Whatever I will give a one step without to hear my father and my wife about the phrases that the people said, and as Katiana said, my father only advised me all life that we need we must prepare to opportunity. Opportunities will show, aparecer, but you must prepare. You must you must do courses, do post-graduation, another hour, the opportunities you will see in your life.
É o vulgo, cavalo selado só passa uma vez.
Exactly. My father, the example, my father is the train. The train of the life is going. Get into the train. If you get into the train, it's another train stop. You lose the train.
Yes.
It's so important, because sometimes the life is so fast, no? These years it's come on the second part of these years, the half part of these years, it's you live in, it's so fast. And when you understand about having opportunities and take care and stay in the middle of the opportunities, it's very important. And I see between the younger people now, the youngers lost the time in TikTok, in YouTube and Instagram, don't have plans for the future. I see, no, it's the people stay 30 years in the life and lost your time. With 30 years, the people think about the life. And I said, no, the people is very lost now because when I have 30 years, I have I travel for different parts of the world. I have my MBA, postgraduate. I have plans for my life. And now I see the youngers lost in the life. And I see, no, people, it's not connected with the princípios, valores, planos, and I say in Portuguese because in English for me is more difficult.
Yes, I agree with you.
I agree too.
Because plans helps to wake up every day. Plans, dreams. For example, I love to travel. I need to money. I need to have money to travel. So I need to work to have a proposal or whatever that you want. It's very important to keep looking for your goals. And the people don't think about this. It's very difficult to live without plan, without dreams, because I don't know how I will do the difficult things if I don't know for why what reason that I do these things. So I think it's very important to have plans in the life, to have dreams, to think about the goals. And people don't think so much about this. So guys, I don't know, Marcos, do you want to choose a question that you can talk about?
Yeah, I choose. This is important. For you, Michelle, do you worry about building professional relationships? 7.
7.
Do you worry about?
Yes. In nowadays, I'm worried more than in the past, because I don't know, everything's connected. I know many people. I know many people that know other people, and they think, oh, you know this person, me too. So it's important, because the market, it's one market for everyone. And it's important because opportunities to show through other persons. I think it's important, and I try to construct my network as good as I can, because I think it's very important. And you?
I learned this, unfortunately, in a difficult moment when I became unemployed, and I think that I will call to these people. But these people, I don't have many contacts. I worked with these people, but I don't have contacts. When I worked, only good day, good afternoon, only this. So when I became an employee, and I saw the importance that a good network, as you said, it's very important, very important. Of course, it's impossible to be a friend with everybody, but the contact with the most people that you can. It's very important.
Yes, I totally agree. And you, Katiana, what do you think?
I think have a good relationship with your partners. It's so important. I work with the projects, and in projects, the big problem for when the project stopped, it's about the relationship sometimes and communication, the communication or communication, I think it's not in English, because it's so important understand more about the people who you work. Everyone is different, no? And sometimes I think respect the difference in the word and construct a bridge, construct points. It's so important. Now I understand about this because I work with projects, and I develop bridges every day between people. And I think when you have a good relationship, sometimes I hate one person, but I respect, and I do my bare thing with this person because I understand who important it's respect the other, and this and it understand more about the job of other person, because I understand in the future, in 10 years probably I need this person. One example, I have a contractor in the oil and gas. My contract now is finished in this month, and I see for new opportunities. And I need uma carta de recomendação. Eu precisei de uma carta de recomendação essa semana de 10 anos atrás. And because of my good relationships in the past, I have this letter, and this is important about the relationship, a good relationship, and I think it's so important. In that time, sometimes I don't love everyone in this company, but I understand the importance of respect.
Yes. I think in the same way, because it's very important to respect each others and construct a good environment, a good relation, not only to think about the future, but because the life it's better when we try to understand the point of view of the other people. And I always think that it's not a personal point. People don't have nothing against with me, and I try to think every day about this, and I try to think that every people have problems. Every people have afraid, have dreams, so it's the same. It's very important. Networking is important, and to construct a good relation with in your job, in your life. Very, very good point of view, Katiana. And Marcos too. Guys, I think our immersion is almost finished. I will put the survey on the chat, because survey it's important to the platform, to hosts see how to improve our skills, our immersions. I hope that immersion helps you with the language in your life, because for me very interesting immersion. Katiana and Marcos have a different life and work in different area. So it's very, you have many skills about this area. I think it's awesome.
I'm learning a lot, and thanks for share your experience, and the congratulations for the topics. It's a good topic, good topics, and attractive topics. Congratulations.
Thank you, Marcos. Thank you, Katiana, for your presence, to be present in my immersion. I like so much.
Well, thank you. I think this topic is so interesting.
Yes,
Yeah.
me too. Me too. So, guys, have a nice weekend and bye-bye. That's it.